This is part 17 of My Mom Was a Child Bride. So y'all know that my daddy was 40 and my mom was 14 at this point. She done had 3 kids by him and she's pregnant with the 4th kid. They done had the 4th baby at this point and she gave the 4th baby a different last name because she did not want it to be my daddy's, but it was my dad's. So at what point were you guys done officially? Like, was it after you had the 4th baby or like when were y'all officially done?
Okay, like I said, in his mind, we were never done, okay? But he was working out of town a lot. So I wouldn't see him often. He'll be gone like months to years at a time where he was just gone and he would send money and everything. But we weren't intimate. It was just conversation on the phone, like how the kids, he'll send money. I ended up going to school for criminal justice. So I was going to school and working, and I ended up meeting somebody. So I'm talking to this person. We vibing real good, and I'm like, he might be somebody that I could settle down with because I've never really had a real relationship with anybody. I mean, I can't say that the relationship with her father was a relationship being that he had a wife already.
And then you were 14 and he was 40.
Right. So I finally met somebody that I thought like, hey, this might be something real. So I was serious about this guy.
And you're talking about your now husband, right?
My now husband.
Period.
But
and then he's the right age too. He ain't that much older than her.
Right. Okay.
2 years probably.
But here her daddy come back in town with a U-Haul in front of my house talking about, I want my family back. What? You want your family back? I'm like, dude, you need to move. You need to go. He was like, I don't have nowhere to go. I don't have nowhere. I'm back from working and can I just stay here? And I'm like, hug. I'm so used to dealing with him. So I did let him come into the house and stay. But I'm like, I got a boyfriend. Like, I seriously got a boyfriend. So you got to go. You got to move this trailer. This cannot be in front of this house. It's like deed restrictions here. You cannot have this U-Haul just in front of my house. You got to go. So I would just be like, well, since you here, watch your kids. I'm about to go on a date. I'm about to leave with my boyfriend. So I would be leaving him there or whatever.
So how did your boyfriend feel about your baby daddy pulling up?
I tried to hide it because I just couldn't explain it. And I thought I was like done with that part. Like I was not expecting for him to pop up like that. But he was just like, oh, I don't deal with this type of stuff. So you either gonna deal with that situation or it's just gonna be me. Like, and I've never had anybody just be like, hey, I'm not dealing with that. Him staying over there sometimes, him in, him out. No, this man was like, no, if that's your situation, you deal with that and not deal with me at all. But I'm not having it. He was not having it.
So this is about 9 years later, right? 9 to 10 years later at this point.
But 3 years after the last baby was born.
So 3 years after, but y'all, you been trying to be done with him since the second baby.
Yeah.
Okay. So after your boyfriend told you that he wasn't finna deal with all this extra stuff, what did you tell my daddy?
I told him he had to go, that I was really in a relationship. And of course, he didn't take me serious. But when he realized that it was real, because I'll be like sitting on the phone having a conversation with my now husband, and my baby daddy will be sitting on the other side of the couch, and I'll be looking at him like, yeah, he's sitting right here. He won't leave and things like that. So he started like, I did still have a car that was in his name, but I was paying the note on that car.
Okay.
He took that car. He took the TVs. I had a laptop that was in his name. He took that laptop. I was going to school.
But he took everything.
He took everything.
He took our screen. He took our TV in front of us. I mean, like, packed it out the house in front. We crying and stuff like, Mama, where God is taking the TV? This man took the TV in front of us. Like, he did not give no, like, for real, y'all. Like, for real.
Yeah, he knew it was real at this point.
Was it hard transitioning to a relationship, like a normal relationship with your now husband, then boyfriend? Because you've never been in a real relationship since, you was with a predator. I mean...
Right. It really was a hard transition. It was still, like, even though I thought I had got past a lot of stuff, because even though I was still dealing with my baby daddy, like, I didn't have no feelings attached towards him. It was just like a situation. So I've been had detached myself with feelings. But I thought I was healed, but you don't realize you completely that healed, especially now 3 years with all of the past drama I had been through since I was 14 and 10 years of that of my life. You know, you don't fully heal. So I did go through a lot of things with being okay with being loved correctly and knowing that it's not fake, and you know, just being open as far as my feelings and everything with this man. Like, I had to learn a lot in this new relationship. I had to grow. Like, we had our problems because I was still pretty much messed up, damaged goods.
So once my daddy knew that this was serious, he done took everything. You have now moved in your boyfriend? You've now moved in your boyfriend or whatever. How is your boyfriend dealing with my daddy? Like, how was that?
Well, he doesn't have a problem with him, even though he, you know, everybody that I did even deal with who knew his age, they were like really upset about that. But I mean, that's the past. There's nothing you can do about it. But yeah, he was really trying to be like, you know, on some grown man stuff. Like, you can still come see your kids. I'm not trying to be in between you and your children. You know, whatever that needs to happen. But this dude here, he would be still like telling me he loved me. This is my baby daddy. Like, after he know like I'm already with somebody else, he would be like, you will always be mine. Meet up with me at the room. I mean, he would just be doing all kind of just being disrespectful. He just know what he does. Normally he does things and he know he can run somebody off. He know that he can get under people's skin by saying something. But see, he had met his match with this man right here. My husband right there, like, he really met his match with this one because he wasn't letting down. Like, no, we're not doing it.
Okay. So have your now husband, you know, then boyfriend, ever exchanged any words with daddy? Like, did they ever exchange any words? Because, you know, daddy was like real possessive over you, real possessive. He would never let you go. So like, did you know, your now husband, did he ever like have to check daddy? Like, you need to get yourself together. This is mine, and you gonna have to go on about your day.
I don't think it was ever a checking because my husband always tried to come to him as a grown man, like, you know.
Well, you know, my daddy been a grown man for all your life, so.
You know, but I mean, he's I mean, the age. But
yeah,
I mean, when you're dealing with a 14-year-old, how much of a grown man can you really be?
Right.
A real man, you know. Everybody has their issues. I don't really know what his, you know, are from his past or why he even would consider being with a 14-year-old. I don't know if this is a thing. Maybe not, you know.
So currently in your life right now, are you happy? Do you feel more healed?
Oh, yes, very much. I'm like very much healed. I don't even think about the past. Like, it took a long while. Even, you know, I've been married for going on with, I believe it'll be 8 years this year. In July, I've been married for going on 8 years, I want to say. But it's taken a lot through this relationship for me to be healed. Like, I've had to really find myself and really forgive all the things that, you know, I had went through in order to be, you know, great in this relationship. And I'm still learning. It still takes time. It's still a lot of healing going on because of, you know, it was a lot. It was a lot of trauma. So, but I'm happy now. I'm happy with my now husband. He's a great man. He's great to my children. From the beginning, he's always been great to my children. And we're just moving forward in life. We're both growing together. You know, we've both dealt with trauma, my husband.
And she does not deal with my daddy at all. Cut off cold turkey. Oh, yeah. Not a phone call. Don't ask him for money. Don't. The kids can deal with him on his own, on their own. Well, if we want to talk to our daddy, we can talk to our daddy. She never bash our daddy in front of us. She never say anything bad. If we want to talk to our daddy, she let us talk to our daddy. But she also just tell us the real too. So.
Yeah. Well, I told her, like, of course, this is my firstborn, so we were like besties.
I mean, yeah, we only like 8 years apart.